Alright, Nintendo. This might not even be the whole thing. I think it is, though. Arms. Arms? Put your hands up, it's time to attack! Yeah, especially if people are real fucking good at Rocket League. Spectator mode. It seems like you put it in the dock there, and you're watching it, and everyone else has their own switches in front of them. I don't think they're gonna do that for like 2 people on the camera to watch. You know what I mean?
The game is fun. The game is a battle. If it's not fun, why bother? If it's not a battle, where's the fun?
Well,
it's a test that you pass or a quest that you fail. A race against time.
Or a dumb fucking
Fun
centaur on
and
top of a
battle
mountain that you gotta
always
get the
locked
shock
together.
arrows from.
But the game is also something else. It's a journey, a passport to new worlds. Maybe even an odyssey.
Mario.
A look, a feel, an exploration.
3D Mario.
Close your focus and open your mind. Yes, the journey requires the right ticket. And that ticket
Is a Switch.
is Nintendo Switch. But in the end, it's
cheap
not
ticket,
just where you
300
can
bucks.
take your game.
360 with the game.
It's where your game can take you.
You also need to
So
buy the
let's
train, not only the ticket. Shout out. Now let's switch.
Story goes that when the world was young, everyone in Allrest lived on the World Tree, together with our Divine Father, the Architect.
Let's like a moth in here every night.
They called that paradise Elysium.
They announced this at the, I think it's Xenoblade Chronicles. They announced it at the release thing.
You're a blade.
Those are some low booty shorts there.
As the driver of the Aegis, can you take me to Elysium?
I'm in. Let's go to Elysium.
Whoa, don't be getting handsy there, buddy.
I'll take you there myself.
Jesus.
Pyra!
Here!
Cover me!
Got it!
Menu base with the like QTE style thing for your special attacks.
We'll show you. We'll show you what me and Pyra are
Got
made
that
of.
touchscreen.
Take this! Now that you have come this far, there can be no turning back.
You and that sword can't be! I'm guessing your goal is Elysium.
You guessed right.
Rex!
Pyra!
This blade he calls Pyra. Our flames hide something deeper.
What's the matter? Are you the Aegis,
they
or
are.
aren't you?
I won't use that power, and I won't let you use it
Giant
either!
swords.
If you know what
They
you
look like
desire,
Gundams almost.
you will have to show
Like
it.
the real edgy
Not
armor.
with words, but with your own strength. Everyone, let's go!
Hey. No?
Sometimes you need a hero. A sword swinging, fire wielding, stone cold hero. I need a hero! With an insatiable appetite?
Kirby? Kirby! I think so. Maybe he murdered that polar bear. Just set that thing on fire. I always thought that was funny. Curling stone. Whoa, frame rate, buddy.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi from
We should only got
Nintendo.
games planned for next year, though.
I hope you've been
That's
enjoying
nice.
the journey with Nintendo Switch so
I
far.
don't remember.
When I found out that Nintendo Switch
one?
is being accepted by video game
That's coming out
fans
this
from
summer.
all over the
ARMS is
world
coming out
as a home
in a couple
console that
weeks,
can
I
be
think.
taken with you anywhere, I felt so
FIFA.
relieved.
I bet FIFA comes out this year.
Take Switch
And,
outside, come together, and share the experience. This idea was how we hoped people would play with Nintendo Switch. But people are coming up with many creative ways to play, in all kinds of places, in many more ways than we expected.
Like the back
This
of the
summer,
Volkswagen?
Nintendo and its third-party partners will release many multiplayer games that can be played anytime, anywhere, and with anyone. We hope there will be many
Those
heated
glasses look
competitions
fake.
that will be ignited by Nintendo Switch. Now, we'll continue our look at even more new game worlds
they
for
look
Nintendo Switch.
CG.
But before we do, there is one announcement we'd like to share from our very special friend. Please take a look.
Hi everyone, I'm Tsunekazu Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Just the other day, we announced that Pokken Tournament Deluxe is coming to Nintendo Switch. This is the latest version of the premier Pokemon fighting game. Two people can dive right into battle using two Joy-Con controllers, so you can experience heated Pokemon battles with just
Heated.
one Nintendo Switch console. There are some
Heated.
fresh additions, including new Pokemon, and this deluxe version of the game
The
will be
hell's that?
on display at E3 for attendees to play. I have one more announcement. Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
It may not release for more than a year, but we hope you'll look forward to it all the same. In the meantime, let's enjoy this year's E3.
that's cool.
Ishihara-san, thank you very much.
Like Don't worry, you
We
get
heard
one.
that the
Calm
Pokemon
down.
series is being developed for Nintendo
Fucking
Switch.
complaining.
What kind of Pokemon game will we be able to play on Nintendo Switch? I'm looking forward to it myself.
I bet it's Pokemon.
At this year's E3, we're mostly showing games
I
that
don't
will
think
be released
after
in
all these
2017.
years they're gonna change.
But please know that here at
Or
Nintendo,
just to
we're
fuck with
working
everyone
on
and
many
be like
forms
the
of
dungeon-
entertainment
the
that can
dungeon,
only be made
what's it?
possible on
Pokemon.
Nintendo Switch. We hope you look forward to them as well. Now let's
Mystery
continue
Dungeon or
on
some
with the
shit like
journey
that.
with Nintendo
But
Switch.
he did say core. This is what I saw. That's on the long list of I gotta play those at some point in time.
This is spooky music that they were showing there.
Spooky space music.
So is that this?
Yoshi? Yeah. Metroid Prime 4? Metroid Prime, the last one came out. Metroid Prime 3. No, Wii. I think it was an early Wii release. Yeah, I can see that. It's a 3D Yoshi. This is from Mario 3D World style, like. Yeah, it's looks like everything's made out of cardboard. Neo 2. I mean, Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja. They didn't make Neo. On your Switch. So you could just fucking punt it across the room.
We're under attack!
And the game
Mother's in
will fucking go
danger!
over that. This is probably a
If she's
goddamn
up there, then...
You two must keep
Heroes
going.
game.
No, I'm coming with you!
Dragon Quest or something. That's some real Japanese screaming right there. Father, no! Mother!
I am Marth,
Fire
the
Emblem
Prince of
Heroes.
Altea. We've come here to save you.
Remember that you can rely on your friends. We're with you.
You gotta love when they use the Japanese
Get it
video
together, you
with
two.
English dubs
If you
over the
can't do
top.
this, who can?
You fought your way this far. There's nothing you two can't do.
No matter the danger, we can overcome it if we're working together.
All right, let's move out.
Working together, we can finish this!
Fire Emblem Warriors. Yeah, but it's just. I wonder if it's just.
Hi there. I'm the Legend of Zelda series producer,
like
Eiji
the
Aonuma.
like the waves where you just
You
fight,
may have
like,
already heard about
hundreds
it
of
during Bethesda's
on-screen
showcase
enemies.
that was held a few days ago. It was announced that
Inuyasha?
selected
Is that
Zelda
what it
items
was?
will appear in the Nintendo Switch version of Skyrim. I'm really looking forward to exploring Skyrim with the Master Sword in hand. Oh, when did this Master
Whoa!
Sword get in my hand?
Holy shit! Did someone
Next
put an
up,
amiibo
we'll
on
take
me?
a look at the DLC packs for The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Let us take you on a new Hyrule adventure.
So that's how the sword got in that stone in the forest to begin with. This fucker put it there.
Well, spoilers. No, it's the DLC pack 1.
That kind of looks like that thing you're fighting.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm good. This is the DLC,
It's like a Fallout add-on.
I don't know if you're getting an area. It seems more like, it's just like a boss rush mode almost. This is just spoiling the whole fucking game for me right now. Sorry I took a whole year to go through it, alright? There was better games out there to play. Yes, I had better games.
I can believe it though. I didn't think it looked that good to begin with. I like the older.
What did you think? I actually have one more announcement that I'd like to share. The 4 champions that appeared in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be available as amiibo. The Zora champion, Mipha. The Goron champion, Daruk.
Okay, alright.
The Rito champion, Rivali. And the Gerudo champion, Urbosa. You'll be able to use these 4 amiibo in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Of course, you'll be able to use these in the DLC packs that you just saw, so please look forward to them.
This changes the game. Travel the world. Bring people together. Play anywhere.
Are you really on that beach, Reggie?
If video gaming is a journey,
I don't think you're really on that beach,
anywhere
Reggie.
has to include a stop right here in LA during E3. This is Magic Week.
I don't think you are.
Where booths buzz and channels glow. Where the game worlds you've heard about suddenly spring into life. And this summer, a new kind of heated competition ignites right on Nintendo Switch. It kicks off later today with the Splatoon 2 World Inkling Invitational, which brings teams from the Americas, Europe, Australia, New
I feel
Zealand,
like a
and
Switch
Japan
would be real good
to see
get
whose
pissed off
colorful
with
skills
just
are
snap
the best.
right over your fucking knee.
Tomorrow,
the Joy-Cons will just click
Invitational will
off.
be
I
held.
feel like that would be.
You might recognize some of our 8 competitors who'll be duking it out in heated battles.
That might happen
Later on Wednesday, we'll see 8 players throw punches in the fun and competitive game ARMS, which launches later this
I've
week.
never really gotten that mad, but like if
4
you're
of our
playing
players will be
competition, like
pros,
online,
and the other 4 will be
you don't really
E3
get mad at online, though.
attendees
You just
who
shut it.
rise
You're
to the
pretty good at
top
just shutting
by
shit
battling
off.
on the show floor.
Shut up.
If you're going to E3, we hope you'll accept the challenge.
Which is cool.
And no matter where you are, be sure to catch up with Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 for all the details and news about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. But now, There are a few more worlds left to visit on our journey before we land in the booth. Let's go.
Ubisoft is proud to announce its new Rabbids game, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and it will be developed exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. The Rabbids' crazy personalities and unpredictable behavior will shine as they arrive in a reimagined and twisted mushroom.
Remember all the Wii games
they will
that
surprise you in this tactical adventure
Raging Rabbids
filled with combat
like the mini games and shit.
exploration.
They're so wacky.
Mario and his friends will join them in an epic quest to put the kingdom back in order.
XCOM game.
We can't wait for you to play the game on August 29th.
Really? That's like next month? Or 2 months? Fuck, man. You think they... Oh, it's Rocket League again. That was the Rocket League. Ooh, you get a little Mario hat. Cross network.
On behalf of everyone here at Psyonix, we're extremely excited to announce that Rocket League is indeed coming to Nintendo Switch. We know that both the Rocket League and Switch communities have wanted it, and now we're going to release it. Complete with cross-network support that lets you play against opponents on other platforms.
The Switch version will have all the features and modes we've released thus far, plus exclusives like local wireless multiplayer, Mario and Luigi hats for customizing your car, and new exclusive cars we'll talk about later this year.
Look for Rocket League on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Wonder if I have like a Mario Kart, just like the kart.
That'd be cool.
You know they put like the DeLorean and stuff in it, right?
Did they?
Yeah, they got other weird cars like that. It's another fucking Monster Hunter game. Oh no, it's Mario Odyssey. New Donk City.
Here we go, off the rails. But you know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew. Any flags or a pass, say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon. Oh, this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah.
This game looks fucking bonkers.
It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away.
Oh yeah, we didn't explain why we're drinking the Coronas. Because Mario and sombrero.
I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high. High up in the sky. There's no power up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for the sun. Let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, Odyssey, yes, Odyssey, yes, Odyssey, yes.
Yeah.
But there you go. So in October, right?
Yeah. I think it was the first date. Okay, so that was it.
That's it?
Yeah, for this.
Okay. What else is there?
They have like other videos. Let's see. Mario. What?
I can't believe it would just be that small. Like.
Yeah, it was just a quick.
Like you'd think they would want to. Is there something else they do? Is there like a different convention or something that they show better shit at? Like.
No.
They're not. They weren't very like. Look at what we have. They just played a video.
I mean, last year they were like, "Hey, we got Zelda."
That's it.
They didn't even announce the Switch last year.
Oh, so they just don't do stuff at E3 then?
No, not really anymore. Oh, okay. They have Nintendo Directs that they do like throughout the year, where it's just, "Hey, here's some stuff we're working on. Here's what's coming out soon." Stuff like that. Like they just did a Pokemon Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago, and that's where they announced the Pokemon Tournament DX and then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for 3DS.
I seen that on.
Yeah, so they just that's pretty much how they get all their information out are the Nintendo Directs now, and they do them throughout the year. But they still bring stuff to the E3. I mean, this was a way better showing than last year's E3. Last year, again, I think they said, "Hey, we got Zelda this year." That's all they had playable there, was Zelda. I think their spotlight was like a little bit. They're like a huge, like a Zelda. I think it was like a 20-minute Zelda like playthrough, and then Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then that was it. That was the whole thing.
Oh, okay. So I guess this is definitely better than just that.
But yeah, this are like. I guess third parties ain't gonna be making any games for our system, so hey, you guys, remember all those fun mascots we got? Kirby, here he comes. Yoshi, here he comes. That being said, I'm going to probably buy the Yoshi game. And I'll probably buy the Kirby game.
And then the Mario game, probably.
Oh, no, I would definitely buy the Mario game. The Mario game is fucking insane looking.
That does look the best out of all of the ones that they showed. I mean, everything else just kind of looks like garbage to me.
Garbage?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it would be fun. That Rock'em Sock'em Robots game
Arms
looks kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's just a fighting game.
Like, what else did they show?
Splatoon 2. That looks fun. I want that, but that's coming out pretty soon. They didn't really
show. A lot of people play that game for it to be like.
There's like I think it sold like 2 million copies on the Wii U. And the Wii U only sold like 18 million consoles, so a lot of people like that.
It also doesn't look like a game that I would be interested in, though. So like that, and that Yoshi game looked too much like
Little Big Planet.
It really was not. I'm like, I can't get down to like Yoshi was very colorful and like.
It was all cardboard.
And then everything else was all garbage.
It was cardboard.
I know it was cardboard, but I mean, it didn't look good. Like, they made Yoshi look real good, and then everything else looked like shit, and I don't know.
I mean,
didn't look good for me.
They just the new thing with Yoshi's like a aesthetic style shit, because the last game was Yoshi's Woolly World and it was all yarn.
I guess that makes sense. The other one probably I wouldn't play either.
That was really fun though. It was like a real fun Yoshi game. It felt like Yoshi's Island.
Big fan of the Yoshi games, anyways, in general.
Yeah. You don't like the Yoshi games.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's right.
You're probably not gonna like a game called Yoshi.
Maybe that's why I have just a straight up bias to. Yeah.
Yeah. Metroid Prime 4 though, that's a big announcement, but at the same time, I never played through the first three.
The other ones?
I have the first one, but never beat it.
I feel like I played some of.
I think it was
for
two.
The GameCube.
Well, there's two of them for the
GameCube. And going through like.
Yeah, the air ducts and shit. Yeah.
Did you have that game?
Yeah.
I could have. So what I could be remembering is.
It's me playing it, or you trying it, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was like Xenoblade Chronicles, whatever.
Oh, that.
I mean, it looked cool, but also doesn't look like a game I would play. It looks like a game you would play.
I did think that looked pretty awesome. I never played the other one. It kind of makes me want to go and look. What was the other one for?
I know there's one for Wii U, Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I feel like there's.
And I don't know if X is the first one.
I feel like it's a name that I've heard of before.
Yeah.
So it could be like on.
It probably is, yeah, I'm sure. But all right, let's see what this. What did I click?
I don't know.
Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga.
And welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2017.
Yeah, they were also
We've got
doing
Mario
this.
and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, which I believe we're just announcing now.
Yeah.
Yes, surprise.
Neat. And I think we have a trailer to show. Is that right?
That's right. So we're going to take a look at the trailer, and then we're going to take a look at the game. So please enjoy.
Yeah, they did this like afterwards. It was like, hey, Nintendo's Treehouse, and they kind of just showed more games. But I think this is a 3DS game. Yeah, it is. Oh, they're showing it on the new 2DS right there. That's like the color scheme is gonna have the blue. And this is like, yeah, with the RPG that they do now. Like, what was that? Mario and Luigi's Dream World or whatever. DS trailers are always weird because it's just a bunch of gameplay clips.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not a trailer though, it's just a bunch of gameplay shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a get hype trailer.
I guess, yeah.
Like the Odyssey one compared to this. Yeah, any of the other ones compared to this. They always got the box around it. They never render any like assets higher than what the fuck they had to render on the DS. So that's two separate games. Yeah, but in one package. Mario, that's the
Well, that's fantastical.
Superstar Saga. Superstar
So
Saga.
as you just saw, we're here today to take a look at Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions.
Yeah, plus Bowser's
We'll get to
Minions.
that plus in just a bit.
Okay. Start with the classics, work our way to the new.
Yes. So for anybody who's not aware, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is the classic Game Boy Advance game, and it's been remade with a few new additions, most notably some updated graphics and a brand new mode.
Which was the first in the Mario and Luigi
I feel like it's riding up.
Yes, absolutely. And so first, we're going to jump right in here and talk to Huhuros. Now, he's kind of an odd fellow. He requests that I prove myself by doing a spin jump minigame. Really, who am I to disagree? So, here we go. But as I jump in here, I just want to explain a little bit of the story without giving away spoilers for anybody who hasn't played the game. Basically, Princess Peach, his voice has been stolen, and Mario and Luigi, gentlemen that they are going to travel to the Bean Bean Kingdom to try and get it back for her.
His voice has been stolen.
Expertly handled, by the way, on the spin jumps here.
Thank you.
It's actually kind of a tricky challenge the first time through.
It is a tricky challenge, but you know what? I'm not going to let this guy intimidate me. That's what he's trying to do.
So if you didn't play the original Mario and Luigi games, this might be new to you, that there's the Mario and Luigi have these various cooperative moves they do by hitting each other with hammers and standing on each other's shoulders and all sorts of cool stuff like that.
Yes, and you actually control Mario and Luigi with different buttons, so they can actually move around and jump around separately. And that plays into the battle. Let us begin.
I'm really excited that people get to experience this game again. It's been a long time since it originally came out.
Yeah.
It really has, and I want to point out the graphics here. It's the same pixel artwork from the original game, but it's been updated. And
talking and fighting.
Talking and fighting is never a good idea. But 3D lighting has been added to the pixel art to really bring it alive, and just the little animations that they do are so beautiful in this version.
And those animations are crucial to the gameplay itself. They give you little hints about who's about to be attacked first and that sort of thing. So it's really nice to be able to see them in great detail.
Absolutely. It's really important to keep an eye on the enemies, and for anybody who is not
looks like
familiar,
there's
this is a
timing,
turn-based
too.
RPG battle system, but what's really interesting about it is
on the
that
bottom, it's
you're
like-
actively engaged the whole time, whether you're doing a move,
Well, I was telling
trying to
you,
nail an action command,
this must
doing
be
a
probably
bro
the beginning
attack,
of the
which
game.
I'll
See,
do in
look,
just a bit.
press B after you
keep
land,
an
your
eye out for
timing
the
is right.
enemy cues.
So,
There's
like,
constantly
you go
something
and you
to
gotta
do.
hit
You're never kind of just
click,
sitting back and
click.
waiting.
So,
So
it's
these
like some
jump
interactive.
attacks that you're doing, you're increasing the damage by hitting the appropriate
I wonder if
button.
when that's
A for
happening, if
Mario,
you're
B
jumping
for
or
Luigi,
not.
right when you land that attack, and you can build sort of extensive combos off of those.
Absolutely, and as you can also see, I've been doing an okay job of dodging this guy's attacks, but you can tell where he's going to attack by his cues, and all enemies have different cues that you have to kind of learn and keep an eye out for, because if you don't, you will
Okay, so
have much
she
pain.
is dodging.
Oh,
no,
Like
11
that.
points of pain.
See, perfectly timed pain.
Excellently demonstrated. Perfectly timed demonstration of that very point.
Yes, so what I'm trying to do with Huhuros here is
Yeah.
that I'm actually taking out the pillars that he likes to hide
Gotta
under.
cue it.
Because if I just take one pillar, if I leave one pillar, he's going to hide under it and I won't be able to attack him. And now what I'm also going to show off here is the emergency guard. I still took damage here, but I took way less damage than I otherwise would have. And if you actually get really good at it, you can do a whole battle without taking any damage at all.
Nice.
So actually, what I'm going to go back here and do, should I heal? No, I'm going to live on the edge.
Gonna go home.
What I'm going to do is do a bro attack here, and this is where
Bro
my brothers
attack.
actually team up
B.
to do an attack, and I have to keep an eye on the action commands here.
Okay.
Yes, nailed
so
it.
cute.
I love Luigi so much.
Luigi was very brave.
Their little dancing, and I love when they feed each other items. It
Is
looks
he
so
understand
cute.
what's happening?
Yes.
Luigi just tries harder. too.
Yes, and we got him.
Yeah.
She
Huhuros
control
down.
Nice,
you
nice.
control Mario and Luigi with B and A.
Left you a present.
He left you a present.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
really
was
sweet of him.
it was like a
Huhuros
QTE
slacks.
where like
His
Everyone
pants.
needs a pair in their
you
closet.
had to use
I'm wearing mine right
Luigi
now.
Yes.
jumped and then Mario
But,
jumped and but she
so
was
now
hitting
we're
B
gonna
and A then
jump out of here real quick.
yeah. That was
We
cool.
beat Huhuros, so we're going to jump out of
seems kinda
here
fun.
and jump to a
Big
different
on
save
test.
file.
You're not impressed. Look.
Constantly testing you.
Yeah.
Yep. We're just going to switch to a different save file here
Okay.
in just a second.
It's happening. We can see it happening. It's transpiring.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you done with
Yes,
Mario and
happening.
Luigi?
Yeah.
I also wanted to point out while we're switching that, in case you didn't notice, humor is a huge
Yeah.
part of the game.
Yeah.
Even the location names, Hoo Hoo Mountain, are all named after different styles of laughter. So if you want to chuckle, you should head on over to this game. That's the place to go.
Yeah, it was really well regarded, not just for the comedy of the
vagina,
the scenarios and
Oh,
situations,
I was
but the
thinking- I was
writing
probably
as
thinking
well,
owls.
the animations, the
How's that
characters.
funny, though?
All of it really came together in a
where's the-
really
where's
beautiful
the
package, and I
humor
think that's
in
why this
naming
is so highly
something
regarded still after all
because
this
of
time.
fucking
Well, and the
owl?
trailer
How is an
reminds us
owl
of
going
the
to-
immortal line, I have fury. which
I don't know. All right.
fondly remember.
Fawful still has
All right, let's
fury
look
for
at
the
the
record.
this is the 3DS
Welcome
Metroid
back
game.
to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam from the Treehouse, and for this segment, I'm joined by my colleagues Reggie and Teresa. So, Reggie, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling
Spotlight.
great.
Oh, Reggie,
I'm
what
feeling
up?
great.
Yo, they all got the
the
new
spotlight
2DSs.
was, as I said, direct
Yo, check
to
out
the
that pen.
point. The reaction by the fans has been fantastic. I mean, certainly Super Mario Odyssey and what we showed from that, the little snippet of Metroid Prime 4 had the fans just tremendously excited. And, you know, it continues our overall message of how we approach E3 and what it is that we're trying to do. For us, it's all about showcasing content, typically content that's near in. So obviously we showed a little bit of ARMS, a little bit of Splatoon 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming later on this year. And then we also showed a couple little snippets of things that are coming a little bit further along. But so far the reaction has been fantastic, and it just continues, right? And that's why we're here on Treehouse Live, a little bit more in-depth view of the games, and so far so good.
Right on. I know we're kind of in the calm before the storm right now. The floor still isn't open, so we can actually still see the carpet. It hasn't been packed with people yet. You've had a chance to do some exploring around the booth. What do you think of New Dog City come to life here at E3?
The booth is fantastic. The team that we have that works on the booth design and the look and the feel, both from an NOA perspective as well as with the headquarter team at NCL, every year they are outdoing themselves. Last year it was the takeover with Breath of the Wild. This year, it's all about New Donk City and creating an environment for consumers to really go deep into the game.
I think he's the mayor.
About half of the booth is all about Super Mario Odyssey. The other half, we're showcasing all of our other content, including third-party content. We're showing FIFA 18 out on the floor. So it's,
it is
it's a
FIFA
great
18.
booth, and as you say, this is the calm before the storm.
Well,
Just as I was coming in earlier, there were already thousands of people out there just waiting
it was
to
just
come
like
in.
a Switch
And
FIFA.
typically, when the doors open, it's like the running of the bulls,
FIFA
and they
for
all
Switch,
come
where it's
crashing
just
into our booth.
versus.
But it's
nice. I remember last year we were down on the ground floor, and you could actually feel the rumble in the ground when people started coming in. That's right. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be exciting. But again, for us, the spotlight was a focus on Nintendo Switch games. What people don't understand is that as we construct our overall presence at E3, we're very thoughtful around what's the best way to show content. And so Nintendo 3DS is going to play a key role here on Treehouse Live. We've got content that we'll be showing today.
Throw in the
We've got
garbage.
content that we'll be showing
You
really
have a portable
throughout
console.
the 3 days
It's called
that
the
we're
Switch.
here. And it's important that the
Stop
fans at home
making
and our
games for
consumers
the
understand
DS.
that Nintendo 3DS is still a vibrant part of our business.
Yeah, but
Obviously, with
I don't think
Pokemon Ultra Sun, Pokemon Ultra Moon that was announced last week, that's going to be a fantastic holiday driver for us. We've got other great games coming, and what people don't realize is that Nintendo 3DS was the only platform that grew last year in 2016 versus 2015. The only one. And we've sold 66 million globally of Nintendo 3DS. Again, more than any other platform in this generation. People don't know that. I've got my handy-dandy new 2DS XL, and obviously
that's the new one
continuing
that's
to
coming
showcase
out
new
next
hardware.
month, 2 months.
For us, it's all about continuing to drive that momentum.
right there.
It's nice that the family keeps growing. Now we've got this adorable little member to add to it as well.
It is
Exactly.
really pretty.
It is really pretty, and it really showcases great. I'm playing Miitopia, right? One of the fun things about my job is I get to play the games early. I'm playing Miitopia. I've got Mii's of Mr. Aonuma, Mr. Miyamoto, Mr. Koizumi is in there. And of course, I had to have Bill as the Dark Lord, right?
Game.
So I'm really enjoying it on my new 2DS XL, and it's fantastic.
It's pretty sweet when you can play games and you're like, it's work. I'm doing this because I have
why
to
would
do
you
this.
play Miitopia?
So
Of
a
all
funny
the
story
games
is
you
I'm
got,
playing
you're gonna play Miitopia.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and putting in a lot of hours in that.
like
I've got my
I think it's a
family
bunch of
saying,
mini
so,
games where you
you're
play
doing this
with your
just for
mates
E3, right? You're
that
doing
you
this
made.
because you have to be able to show off and tell people you finished the game, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yes.
no, I'm doing it because I enjoy it and I want to do it.
Well,
And
maybe
so it's fantastic.
I don't know,
But-
using the work excuse might be a good way to get out of chores. You're like, sorry, honey, I have to do this. I have to keep playing this
No,
game.
it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It means I have to play early in the morning or late at night. So, but
And actually thinking of other things that we've got going on in the booth here and just over the course of E3, we probably should touch a little bit on the tournament activity we've going on, because right below us there's a pretty boss stage that has been constructed.
Well, absolutely. And again, the tournament activity is a key part of what we're doing here at E3. 3 different tournaments, starting off with
tournaments
Splatoon
for
2
games
later
that aren't
on
even out
today.
yet.
Then we've got Pokken Tournament DX. We've got ARMS.
it's
Hopefully
showing
everyone
that the
saw
games
how
are
I
done.
humiliated Jeff Keighley playing ARMS on his show.
Yeah, but how do you,
that game
how
is
do you
going
have
to
like a
really show
tournament,
well,
like,
I think, from
how do you
the
expect
tournament
pro level
scene
play
standpoint.
of these
and
games?
for us, supporting the tournament community and really driving that part of our engagement with our fans is really important.
Like, I don't know how you get
We're
into
very
this
excited to see how
tournament,
the three tournaments play here at E3.
But
Yeah, I think it's been
so
really fun watching
You
people
know
play
what I mean?
ARMS,
I do,
and especially watching high-level competitive players get into
How
the
are they
real
high
meat
level
on the
if
bones
they've
of
never
that
touched the game
There's such a
before?
level of nuance to the
That's
strategy
what I
and the
mean,
actual
like, if
technical
they've gotten-
ability that
how do you get into
I've watched a
tournament?
few
Can
folks
any
where they're
regular Joe
maybe
get into
pro
the
Smash
tournament?
players or
I
pro
mean,
players
at least
that are
Pokken
serious.
tournament
So
has
they
been out
really are
before.
used to getting into
Yeah,
the
but
nitty-gritty and the
Splatoon-
weeds
yeah,
of
but
Splatoon
mechanics,
1 has been out
and you'll
for a
just see
long
their
time,
eyes
so
light
are
up as they
they-
start playing
Yeah, but
ARMS.
there's
It's,
new
I'm
characters
getting this.
Well,
This has
exactly.
got some
Splatoon 2.
interesting
what
depth
and
I'm
new
to it.
maps. You're not getting high
And
level.
even
You
within the
could
office
get
watching
high
who's
level
And ARMS has
play.
never been out.
mains and how
Well,
we're
you can't-
gradually
yeah, obviously
sort of
you
growing
can't
as
get
players
high
as we're
level playing that
duking it
just
out
because
against one
you
another.
don't
But
know
it's
who's
been a
gonna be
real
good
fun
at it.
ride.
It's going to be exciting. I'm really excited
They
to see
could've just
how
got players
how the
from
players we have
Splatoon
showcase
1
that game, how they showcase Pokken Tournament as well. I saw a little bit of the pre-gaming going on, and that's going to
This
be
is
fantastic.
Metroid.
So it's going to be very exciting. support. We've got rabbits on prize, right? And I said when I was with Keeley that literally within the first.
I mean, it's interesting, but not.
So many.
Oh, hold up.
You waited long enough. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, let's.
Where'd she come from? Yeah, now we're
3
just
days.
skipping around.
So we have some news.
I think
We
that's
have
what
a world premiere of a new game. This is a Nintendo 3DS game that'll be launching later on this year. We're going to play for you the video for this new game, and then Teresa's going to demo it, and we've got the developers who are going to come talk about it as well. World premiere game announcement on Nintendo 3DS just for you.
Bet you'd love to play it on the Switch.
I mean, I guess if they just won't push the higher standards.
And a 2D Metroid game?
No. I guess. Yeah, they don't want.
Then a 2D Metroid game?
No, they want more advanced kind of games on it, and they want you to play the dumber down graphical, non Joy-Con control.
You can make a 2D Metroid game on the Switch with not dumbed down, not anything.
I mean, they're gonna have the Metroid 4.
Metroid Prime 4, yeah. I bet the only reason they announced that was because they had this. And they didn't want the people that have been saying Metroid on Switch, come on, we need Metroid on Switch. To be like, oh, you're releasing a fucking 2D Metroid game for the 3DS and you get nothing on the Switch? Because that Metroid Prime 4 was just the S and the 4. That's all that trailer was.
Yeah, that's just it wasn't even a date.
Yeah. Also, that looks like Shadow Complex. With Samus. Alright, whatever. We're gonna watch some gameplay.
Well, surprise!
Yes, I am so excited to actually talk about this game.
Yes, welcome back, everyone, to
You
the
can sit here.
Treehouse Live 3. I'm Audrey. I'm here with Teresa and Tim, and we have two very special guests with us. We have Sakamoto-san, the legendary creator of the Metroid series, as well as Jose from Mercury Steam. So, thank you so much for joining us today. And as we just saw, we're going to take a look at Metroid: Samus Returns.
That's
so
right.
you've waited long enough. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, let's jump right in to the start. So for the people at home that aren't familiar with the Metroid franchise, this is Nintendo's premier exploration-based sci-fi action game. It features Samus Aran, who is a renowned bounty hunter, and she's been sent by the Galactic Federation to planet SR-388 to investigate and annihilate the Metroids.
She's the best at what she does.
Oh yeah, she's super cool. And this is actually a reimagination of the original Game Boy Classic that was released in 1991, Metroid 2: Return of Samus. And this game is it's beautiful. It's
a little bit shinier than the Game Boy version.
Yes, it is. And this game is still about discovery and exploration. You know, there's intense boss battles, and there's so many pathways to discover, and you can take your time through it. And
this is classic 2D Metroid to a T. It's got the isolation, the exploration, and of course Samus just generally being amazing.
Yeah, and the great thing about this being on the 3DS is that there's so much detail in the background, and it's really heightened with the 3D feature on. And you can't see it at home right now, but it does feel really, really good.
The Game Boy game or the NES game?
Yeah, it sounds cheesy, but it adds a lot of depth to the experience.
Yeah. Oh, and something I want to actually show here on the show floor. So in the past, Samus was able to aim at 45-degree angles, but now she has this whole range of motion, which really allows for precision here.
Metroid Shadow
It's
Complex.
really nice because especially as you get further into the game, there are enemies all over the place, so having the freedom to shoot anywhere you like is incredible.
Yeah. So the free aim. Oh, thank you. So the free aim here is also really cool here, where when I'm actually moving it and I actually have an enemy on sight and target, the
the audio cue will change, and also that it will highlight in red. So again, it allows for a little bit more precision here.
Yeah, it's still up to you to aim precisely, but that nice visual indicator is just very helpful.
Yeah, and Samus here has her very basic abilities, and so as I keep exploring and seeing new environments, I'll hopefully gather new abilities to upgrade my suit. So this is another new ability that Samus has in this game, and it's a melee counter. And if I time it appropriately and immediately shoot, I do a critical hit on the enemy.
This is
But
holiday
in the
2017.
circumstance that I don't immediately shoot, I have some time to actually just shoot from afar and give
I don't think it had a date.
myself a little bit more leeway to not get hit.
The melee counter is a new ability, as you mentioned, and it's really great because this game gets
Okay.
challenging.
It's
Oh
too
yeah,
much,
it's
right?
very, very difficult. And since we have Sakamoto-san here, while we're speaking about challenges, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about some of the challenges you encountered while developing this game.
このタイトルを開発中に
Yeah, we'll do this.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2017. We're back for another year. We've got a lot of great game content to show you, and a lot of special guests swinging by as well.
I didn't know if you wanted to see something
kicked
else.
off, we're going to take another look at Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh.
Just saw the
You
video
said,
in
they
the
got-
Spotlight. It's going to be coming
That's
out
what I
on
thought
October
you saw
27th,
something.
really soon. And
Oh,
we're going
whatever.
to take a look at some gameplay. I'm Sam from the Treehouse, joined by my colleagues from the Treehouse, Rob, and Scott on the end. And we have some very special guests with us for this segment. We've got the game's producer, Koizumi-san, and the game's director, Motakura-san. Thank you both so much for joining us today.
はい今日来ていただきありがとうございました
はい楽しみにしてました
Really looking forward to it.
So I know folks are probably really excited to get into gameplay, but before we jump in, there were a lot of really cool reveals in that video, and I think folks are going to be really interested in all
Why
the
the
different
fuck's he
directions
playing
you're
a
taking
game
this
like
game.
that?
But at the core, there's really kind
No
of a
one plays any
driving
game like
philosophy
that.
You've got going. I was wondering if you could
The
tell our
lazy
viewers a little bit
man.
more about that.
このゲームの基本
You
的な
could
コン
like
セプ
just
ト
have
は
one
で
in
すね
each hand.
まず今ビデオ見ていただいて
Maybe that's why he's
どうでした
playing it.
その
He's playing it.
何か面白かったところはあります
Plain ass shirt.
First, could I just ask you, was there anything you saw in there that
Just a
particularly
plain ass
surprised you?
motherfucker.
I gotta say, the first time I saw that T-Rex, my heart stopped. It was so exciting.
よかったです今回のマリオはテーマが旅になっていて別の国に行った時の驚きをすごく強調しています
So we have a theme of going on a
That
journey
guy
in
right
this
there
game, but
looks
we're
like
also
he's
trying to give the
crazy
player a
enough
lot
to
of
make
surprises, and I think the
this Mario
dinosaurs will
game.
really be surprised about.
Where you fucking take control over bullet bills and chain chomps and tanks.
誰でも分かるような共感というもので今作ってきて今もこれも入ってるんですけども今回は特に旅の驚きっていうことをすごく盛り込みたいので驚きというテーマを体験もそうだしビジュアルもそうだしたくさん詰め込んでます。
But we also want to balance that feeling of surprise with some emotional resonance, giving people something that's familiar, that's attractive, that's really cute from the Mario series, and bounce people back and forth between the familiar and the surprising.
でそれを体験するための新しいプレイシステムを作りましたのでそれは本倉さんに説明してもらいます。
So we've come up with some play systems to get that across as well. So it's not just a look and feel, but a play experience also. And I'd like to turn to Mr. Motakura to explain that.
今作は帽子を投げて敵や物を操ってとある地球を冒険するっていう物語になっています。
So the kind of overall story of this game is, you're going around, you're throwing your hat, you're taking over different enemies and objects, and you're traveling the world while you do that.
The fuck?
そのパワームーンっていうのがイコール驚きになっていますので、それを帽子を投げたり、いろんなものを操って箱庭を探索しても
No,
ら
I
えたら。
mean, if you listen, he also
And we
said what
talked
you
about
said too.
surprise before, but basically the
Take
unit of
control of
surprise in
enemies
this
and
game is those power moves. Those always equal a surprise, so you go around.
Those that many years of watching Naruto.
Control enemies, and you find things that are surprising, and that gives you a power move.
Sakura-san!
Right on, so let's get into some gameplay. Rob, you're going to take us into New Donk City.
I am. First, I'd like to take a quick look at the Odyssey, for which the game is named. It's the ship that Mario uses to travel the world, and it's powered by these power moons, so you keep needing additional thresholds of them to get onto the next kingdom. And just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the hat throw. You can make it stay in place, which is sometimes valuable. It can grab things for you. There's two kinds of coins, which we'll talk about it a little later on.
Actually, there in that little dialogue box, we saw Cappy.
Oh, yeah. Cappy is both the red hat that he's wearing and also in his native form, he's a white top hat. And so one other move that's pretty cool is this circular throw, knocks away everything. But let's get down into the city. And as you saw in the trailer, so there's the capture mechanic lets you take over things. It also lets you do fairly exotic things like turn into electricity, travel through wires. So how did the capture mechanic come about?
Is that your interpretation of the...
Yeah, it's like you can turn into electricity. You believe this shit?
So when we were making
your
this
problem?
game,
Electricity is Mario. I'm supposed to be killing Goombas, going down pipes.
このキャプチャーというアクションもそのうちの一つです。
And this capture action was just one of those prototypes.
みんなでこうアイデアを出し合った中に出てきたんですけども、それを2、3日ぐらいで作って遊んでみたらものすごく面白かったので、すぐゲームの中心に入れようと決めました。
So, you know, it was just one of the ideas that came up, but we worked on it for 2 or 3 days, and it just
that top of the
instantly
tree
turned into something that was
style
really
thing?
fun, and we decided, well, okay, this should just be the center of this game.
I love how much it encourages that exploration and experimentation that I think the Mario games along these lines are so known for when you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine. Here we've got so much stuff that just looks interesting, and you're wondering, okay, what will happen if I throw my cap at it? You never really know what's going to happen, so you want to try everything just to see.
何でも試してみたくなる仕様ですね。まあそういう要素がある。
そうですね。いろんなものにこう帽子を投げたり、試してもらえたらなと思ってます。
Yeah, I definitely hope people while they're playing this game they just throw their hat at everything and try all sorts of different things.
Whoops, that was a mistake. Right now, normally, if you were following the story path of the game, you'd be talking to Mayor Pauline, who wants you to recruit musicians. There's one there. But we're going to ignore that right now because there's lots and lots of things that are beyond following the main story of the game. Like possess rockets and turn into rockets with mustaches.
You do that if you could? Actually, that's an interesting
Fucking see you later. Mario's outie.
And I think our sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that some of the street signs are references to some Donkey Kong characters. We've got some interesting red girders going on here. I wonder, Kozuma-san and Onokura-san, if you can tell us a little bit more about the city. It's an interesting backstory.
No, there's other stuff. It was just quick flashes. It did show this, yeah.
I remember him being in like New York City and it looked
そうですね。名前もそうですし、ポリンってドンキーコングのキャラクターで、何かのゲームに関係がそうですね。今日はちょっと詳しく言えないんですけど。
So certainly you can tell that is from Donkey Kong and the name New Donk City.
I feel like the people were almost silhouettes.
Too much of it today.
And I like the shirt you're wearing, by the way.
That is a snazzy
Good choice
shirt.
Today.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember correctly, but
Please look forward to hearing more about
I feel like there were silhouettes in the reveal trailer thing.
Now I gotta take a long one.
Like black silhouettes walking around. And this actually look like people.
And this is interesting here where we see, I mean, really throughout New Donk City and I think throughout the world, we've got these really fun playground elements where you're bouncing on things, you're jumping on things, you're swinging. Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about
like
how you came up
galaxy,
with that kind of play
where you
mechanic?
go like different places.
ぶら下がったりして、飛び跳ねたりして、まあいろんな環境のものになんか反応させられるんですけど、まあどういう風にそういうなんか遊び場っぽい雰囲気を出せるように。
I think your moons are your stars. Like see, I just got a moon.
まずその施策っていうのでものすごくいっぱい遊びを作っています。
That's what powers your spaceship to get to the next level, so you gotta get the moon.
So, you know, going back to that prototyping process I was talking about before, we obviously create lots and lots of different ones, lots and lots of different game ideas. And then next what we think about is where to place them within the stage.
そこにそのアートであるとか具体的なものを載せて遊んでみます。
So, you know, we put it in the stage, we like combine it with different art assets, like kind of like real things to see what it might actually look like or work in game, and then try playing it.
そうするともっとこうしたいとかいろんな意見が出てくるので、それをさらにそこに上乗せして作っています。
But
and then, you know,
like,
obviously out of that, like
even that thing he blasted off to was like classic Mario platform style thing, which is cool.
Kind of add that to it, and the process just continues from there.
Don't jump off. This isn't Zelda. This isn't Zelda. You don't got a stamina bar or air raft thing. Wind. What are they called?
And so, you know, you saw before, you know, we were able to jump on top of the taxi, and that's something that was sort of in Super Mario Sunshine at the time. So in that way, we're also getting hints from past games.
I know, right? And
can I quickly interject that in the as I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long fall. And that worked. And a bit to my surprise. And I wanted to know, when you saw that report from me, what was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
A fall damage, Mario?
こういう風にトランペットのバンドの旨を到着できますよって書いてましたから、それ見てちょっと困っていったんでしょうか。
はい、それは読んだんですけれども、今日ここでプレイするとは思わなかったです。
Yeah, I did read that. I didn't know you were going to be playing that right now.
Troublemaker.
Well, I also know the real way. Or another way.
本当のやり方も分かってます。
でも自分でいろんなプレイの仕方を探してもらえたらと思うんですけども、それもスーパーマリオ64やスーパーマリオサンシャインから続くものだと思います。
Super Mario
But you found your
Sunshine.
own way to play it, and letting users play around with the game and find their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way back in 3D Mario, in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine as well.
So this is actually one of the two kingdoms that's going to be playable on the show floor. The show floor, of course, isn't open yet, so we don't have folks playing the game at this moment, but I'm really looking forward to talking to folks after they've played it, because I think there's so many different ways to problem solve and
I wonder if they didn't program the fall damage
in these kingdoms.
That's really funny.
I'm not even sure if folks will find everything over the course of the show. It's going to be interesting to find out how different people approached completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be interesting. There's no time limit. There's no disincentive. There's lots and lots of cool stuff. Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, that is a very interesting change that adds, I think, to the immersion in the kingdoms. When you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, whenever you got your, whatever the collectible objective was, depending on the game you were playing, you'd get bumped out of the area and you'd have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get booted out of the kingdom when you collect a Power Moon, there's a lot of encouragement to just go check out that weird thing you saw on the horizon, because you can still continue with whatever your primary objective is. Oh no! But then, keep on tracking and finding moons.
Another reason to explore everything is that there's very little punishment for dying. I just lost 10 coins, and there's lots. So, and I get to try again right away. It's also worth mentioning that the bullet bills here are coming out with visors on, so they cannot be captured until you knock their hats off, because an enemy with a hat is the scariest thing in this game.
Fashion is very important in this game. You gotta be conscious of your headwear. Oh, careful.
Well, apparently this is not my day for this challenge.
That's right, third time's a charm, right?
Yeah. And if at first you don't succeed, give up on the third attempt.
I think he's hot garbage.
We saw other sections of New York City.
Is that perception real bad?
I'm just so impressed with the texture work that's been done, and I feel like every time I see a new build of this game, more and more of these textures are just jumping out at me. It's really fun to see in person.
Oh, that's cool. Look at, he's all like
It is a gorgeous game.
It is.
We have some other segments later on in the stream that are going to highlight some especially pretty areas.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah.
And
so there's 100 special coins in each.
Crossed. Yes.
Thank
you. One thing that we haven't mentioned yet that we probably should talk a little bit about is the fact that you're playing with Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached. And that's a really fantastic way to play this game. It, of course, supports Pro Controller and controller options. But you can do so much with the motion controls, and throwing capitals is very
how much per world you got.
I'm going to switch to a different section of the game where I showed the sand world, which is also playable on the show
in Super
floor.
Mario 64, each one had a name.
So
they kind of gave you a hint as to where,
but I do love that as you're experimenting,
it seemed like each of these had a name. I wonder if you can actually see the names of it, or if it's just
how Cappy moves. That while you're holding the Joy-Con with the wrist straps attached, you really want to just try moving your arms in different directions. Like, okay, I'm going to throw up, down, throw out.
Only when you get it does the name
I was really impressed by how well that implementation was put into play. Here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, this place is so pretty.
So here we're in the Sand Kingdom.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin too much of it. So.
Of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get a cool idea of it. It's gonna be a 3D Mario game. Sick as fuck. Yeah, cool. Day one. Day one purchase.
When's it coming out?
October.
Oh,
October 7th. Yeah, that was the October 27th one.
Man, all that shit's coming out in October.
Yeah. Get those pre-orders in. Gotta get them pre-order bonuses.
Yeah. Collector's Edition Supreme Packs.
Alright, I'm tired.